Today, Friday, being the 16th January 2026, which is equivalent to 27th Rajab 1447 after Hijrah. I am Hamza Douda Adamu with the news. First, the news headlines. Special admission has been granted from Northwest University, Kano, to the 16th Emir of Kano, Muhammad Sanusi II, to study common law. World Bank and International Monetary Fund urge decision measures for reducing inflation in translating economic gains. An opposition candidate and singer Bobby Wine turned politician and accused Ugandan government of massive ballot stuffing. Son of former vice president endorsed President Bola Tinubu for 2027 election. And now the news in details. The 16th Emir of Kano, Muhammad Sanusi II, has been granted special admission into Northwest University, Kano, to study common law, as the institution announced. According to an official letter signed by the head of the Directorate of Examination, Admission and Records, Jafar Sulef Muhammad, on behalf of the registrar, the monarch has been admitted into the LLB Common Law and Sharia degree program into Faculty of Law at 200 level, beginning from the 2024-2025 academic sessions. However, the letter addressed to the Emir at Gida Rumfa, Kano, stated that the admission followed his application for special consideration and confirmation that he met the university's academic requirements. It added that the admission was subject to compliance with the university's rules and regulations, while urging the Emir to proceed with the registration in the appropriate academic units. Also, the university congratulated the Emir on his admission and wished him success in the program. A father and his son have reportedly been killed at Imande Avo Abande community in Baikor district of Turan Land in Kwande local government area of Benue State. Locals said the incident occurred on Wednesday while the victim's elder Abu Alam and his son Ikabashi were working on their farms in a bid and a living. A former supervisory councillor in Kwande local government, Akerigba Lawrence, described the killings as disheartening, lamenting that such attack had become a daily occurrence. However, Lawrence said during the attack, elder Abu Alam and his son Ikabashi, who were known to be peaceful farmers, were killed while trying to earn a decent living, adding that several residents were displaced and fear continued to grip the entire area. The World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, IMF, yesterday urged decision measures to further reduce inflation in order to translate economic gains into tangible improvement in the household welfare. The global lenders and development partners admitted that macroeconomic gains are being recorded on the strength of reforms, but declared that inflation rate is still high. The World Bank Senior Economics for Nigeria, Dr. Samir Mata, and Nigeria's IMF country representative, Dr. Christian Ebeke, made the position in Lagos, while speaking as panelists at the Nigerian Economic Summit Group NESG 2026 Microeconomic Outlook presentation. You are still watching to GCMX African News. Stay tuned as we come back shortly. Welcome back. Abubakar Atiku Abubakar, the son of the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, has endorsed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the 2027 election. The former vice president, who contested against Tinubu on the platform of the People Democratic Party (PDP) in 2023, is one of the top aspirants lined up for the 2027 presidential ticket of the African Democratic Congress (ADC). However, one of his sons has dumped the PDP for the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC), pledging to work for the re-election of Tinubu. Atiku's son, popularly known as Abba, was receiving into the APC on Thursday at the National Assembly complex by the Deputy President of the Senate, Senator Barau Jibrin, alongside key APC leaders from the Northeast geopolitical zone in what party leaders describe as a major boost for the APC consolidation drive ahead the next general election. Speaking at the event, Abubakar Atiku Abubakar declared his full alignment with the APC, describing the moment as both historic and personal. He also directed all coordinators and members of the political organization he found in 2022 popularly known as the Haske Atiku organization, to immediately align with the APC and support President Tinubu's Renew Hope agenda. In a related development, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar says his son's decision to join the All Progressive Party is a personal choice and should not be a source of concern. However, in a statement issued on Thursday, Atiku said political decisions by family members are normal in a democracy, stressing that he does not interfere with the choice of his children or any Nigerian. According to him, the move by his son Abba Abubakar is neither unusual nor alarming, even when politics and family intersect. Meanwhile, Atiku said he remains committed to working with like-minded patriots to restore good governance and provide Nigerians with a credible alternative that offers hope, relief, and progress. An opposition candidate and singer-turned-politician Bobi Wine has accused the Ugandan government of massive ballot stuffing as the country voted for a new president. Wine, who called himself the ghetto president because of his strong support in Kampala's poor communities, also alleged that members of his party are being arrested under the cover of an internet blackout impulse nationwide this week. However, there is currently a heavy police presence across the country alongside restriction on internet access. According to AFP, voting was delayed in several areas due to technical problems. President Yoweri Museveni himself admitted he faced difficulties in voting, as election materials arrived late and biometric machine malfunctioned. Museveni, now 81 years old, is widely expected to secure a 7th term in office, backed by his firm control of state institutions and the security forces. Also, across many polling stations, voters waited for hours as ballot boxes arrived late and verification machine failed. As a situation, some observers blame on the ongoing internet study. The National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) has stated that Nigeria's headline inflation dropped to 15.15% in December 2025. Report says that the figure is higher than 14.45% reported in November, but the adjustment in the Consumer Price Index (CPI) increased the figure to 17.33%. However, the NBS in its monthly report said the December 2025 year-on-year headline inflation rates, including all other sub-index, were obtained through maximization of the index reference period, that is, using a 12-month index reference period where the average CPI for the 12 months of the 2024 is equated to 100. Meanwhile, it noted that this definitely affects the raising factor used for the re-referencing of the 2024 CPI series and the already released year-on-year inflation rates for the January to November 2025. To end the news, a recap of the major item. You have heard that special admission has been granted from Northwest University, Kano, to the 16th Emir of Kano, Muhammadu Sunusi II, to study common law. Also, World Bank and International Monetary Fund urge decision measures for reducing inflation in translating economic gains. Also, you have heard that an opposition candidate and singer Bobi Wine turned politician and accused Ugandan government of massive ballot stuffing. You also heard that son of Vice President endorsed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the 2027 election. This news comes to you live from our studio at GCMX Africa, Kano, Nigeria. You can also follow us through our social media handles at GCMX Africa or through our social media platform at streaming on GCMX Streaming or GCMX Radio Garden. Once again, I am Hamza Dauda Adamu saying goodbye for now.